Hi guys, Miss Jessica here. I'm back with another episode, I guess if you want to call it an episode of Art with Miss Jessica. This video is based on what I would have had planned for second grade, so of course anybody can try it if they want to. It's really not a big deal. But this is something that if you aren't in second grade yet, you will eventually get to do when we go back to school when you're in second grade. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what we're doing. We're doing something called Perspective Garden. So this is what it looks like, and I'll show you again at the end what it looks like when you're finished. But we are going to be learning about perspective, which is things that are bigger when they're closer to where you would be standing, and they get smaller as they go far away. And we're using point perspective, so that we're going to learn about straight lines going back to a single point to create the illusion of depth. Okay, so you will see after this, I'll give you a list of all the supplies you're going to need, and I think we should go ahead and get started. Okay. Alright guys, we are going to go ahead and start with our garden, and this is a perspective garden, so you're going to be learning a little bit about perspective, which is kind of just a way that you can see different kind of angles and things, so you can see things go from big to small, or from near to far away. Okay, so you're going to need your ruler and your pencil and an eraser. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out by picking the top of our paper. Our paper is horizontal like this. So you're going to go to one side of your paper. You're going to hold your ruler up to the top of the paper, and you're going to put a little dot at the number 2. See my 2 inches? We're going to put a little dot right there on that side. Then we're going to go to the other side, up to the top, line it up. And at the 2, you're going to make a mark. So there you're 2 inches down. Then you're going to hold your ruler from one of those marks to the other mark. You're going to line them up, and you're going to make a straight line. Now you're going to see that your paper might be a different size than mine, but you want your paper to kind of be folded in half at this point. But you don't want to fold it in half really hard. You want to make sure it's a light fold, but you're going to take the right side and fold it over to the left side, and just right about where that 2-inch line is, I want you to just kind of poke it like that, so you can see when you open it, you're going to see where that little half mark is, and you're just going to put a nice size dot so that you can see it really well right there in the middle, so that now that line that you made is split in half. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our ruler to make our perspective. So you're also going to have the part of your paper on this bottom part. Go ahead and fold it again and make a little crease right there as well, so that you can see the half point on the bottom. And you're going to make a little dot right there on the bottom of your page. So now that you have 2 dots, you are going to take this dot and this dot, use your ruler, line it up, and make a line. Okay, now we are going to create our rows for our garden. So what you want to try and do is kind of keep it lined up on your sides so that your lines are going in the same direction or the same angle. So I'm going to put, you can find just something around your house if you want, like I'm going to use my eraser, and I'm going to use my eraser and say, there's where one line's going to be, and go right here, same distance, that's where my next line is going to be. You're going to go from that center dot to the dot that you made on the side, and you're going to line those dots up, and you're going to take your pencil and draw a line. You're going to do that on both sides so that you have the rows coming together. Now you're just going to make your rows. Now I'm going to go from this dot to the middle, or to the corner of my page. So I'm going to line that dot up and go to the corner of my page. Okay? And you're going to do that on the same thing on the other side. So you're going to put your ruler where that dot is at, and then you're going to line it up to the corner of your page and draw another line. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines that I've made. Now I would like to make some more rows for my garden You can stop here if you want, or you can make a few more, but I think I need a few more rows. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to kind of think, oh, this is about the middle of that line, middle between here, and I'm going to go line up to my dot. Wherever your dot is, that's where the farthest point is, and I'm going to go that. I'm going to do the same thing to this one right here. See how I've got some rows, and however the points are all going back to this point where it disappears in the horizon. Now if you want, you can make some more rows. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more here, so I've got lots of rows, lots of different rows of my garden. Okay, so now you have your garden. So what you're going to do past this point is you're going to do something to create your horizon. So what I am suggesting you do is right here in the middle of your page, do a half circle for a sun. So you have your half circle, and then you can just kind of make a sun. You can do straight lines for your rays. I'm going to go like that. And then I would like this to be my farm. So over here in the corner, I'm just going to do a nice little rectangle, and this is going to be my little house or my farmhouse. I like to do my farmhouse, so if I go up in the middle of this, put a little dot, I kind of go down and down. I just make my little house, my farmhouse, or my barn house, I guess. And then you can make a nice door right here. I'm going to put a couple of X's in there. These are going to be my windows of my barn house. Kind of go up and down right there. Alright, so now I've made my house. And the easiest way to create this horizon, make it look like a believable horizon, is we're going to put a fence in it. So all you do is draw some straight lines all the way across. Go right through that sun. And you're just going to make some little lines. See, they're pretty small. They're not even a ½ inch big. Really small, because this fence is really far away. Now you're just going to make that fence by putting two straight lines that go all the way across it. 1 and 2, and now we have our fence. So now you can kind of see how I've created my horizon, but you see how if you were standing right here, how things would get smaller. So how you're going to make that look is you're going to take your rows, and you're going to create them so that you put your own flowers or vegetables in there. Now you can either just make some little lines like this, or you can make some actual vegetables to just say, hey, that's what these are. Like you could put a, let's see, I'll put a carrot right here. But the closer you get to you, the bigger those vegetables should be. So when you get all the way up to that point, see how I'm getting smaller and smaller. You see how they're big? And they get smaller and smaller, like they're shrinking. Now you're going to do that to all of your lines. Okay, so now we've created our garden, and we've created our background, and now really all you need to do is finish it out by making it how you want. I'm going to put a couple of little trees over here. Put another tree, maybe a little bit bigger. These trees are actually pretty big anyways. Maybe a little little tree. Maybe put a few birds in the sky. I do like putting my birds in the sky. And maybe a couple of clouds. Let's see. A cloud over here. Now when you're done, all you have to do is color it. Okay, so that is how you're going to do your perspective garden, and just keep in mind the reason we are doing this is so that we can learn that things are bigger when they're closer and they get smaller when they're farther away. And now you see how I've created my horizon and my perspective so that you can see I have my perspective garden. Alright, when you're finished, all you gotta do is color it and make it how you want. And you can show me your awesome perspective gardens. Alright guys, so you have finished your perspective garden. I will show you what the final, it's one of my cats meowing in the background. She's hungry. This is an idea of what it would look like finished. I showed you at the beginning so you knew what we were doing. But you're just gonna color it in, use crayons, markers, whatever you want. So it looks like something like this when you're done. And know that you've learned a really cool perspective. So you know that things are big, they get smaller, farther away. You can use this and draw all sorts of things with it. But if you want, you can show me your picture by uploading a picture of it on the Facebook page, Miss Jessica's Art Room. You can upload it in the comment section of this post. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye!